Waking up early every day is one of the best things you can do for your body and mind, aligning perfectly with your natural circadian rhythm for peak physical and mental performance. I get it though. Breaking the snooze button habit and mastering an early rise isn't easy, but I'm here to show you exactly how to make it happen. I'm Ryan Sahlberg, a retired Marine Corps officer with 20 years of service. The Corps drilled these principles into me, waking up early and locking in a rock solid routine. And it's been a total game changer. Stick around and I will show you how you too can wake up early without hitting that snooze button. The Marine Corps lesson, one of the best things the Marine Corps ever taught me, was simple. When that alarm goes off, you get up. No negotiating, no just 5 more minutes, you get up. It started in boot camp. We didn't have a choice. The drill instructors woke us up at 0400 every single morning. And trust me, it was not pleasant. But after boot camp, I kept the habit. I trained myself to get up the moment my alarm went off, no matter what. Now, after 20 plus years, it's just in my nature. I don't hesitate. I don't hit snooze. I don't even think about it. I just get up. I know this is a lot easier said than done for most people. So here's the exact system I would use to build this habit from scratch. So step one, the night before, set yourself up for the win. Everything starts the night before. If you don't set yourself up correctly the evening before, waking up early is going to be a losing battle every single morning. So first and foremost, you need to go to bed early enough. When you're breaking this habit, aim for a full 8 hours in bed. That means if your goal is 5 a.m., you need to be in bed by 9 p.m. If 6 a.m., then go to bed by 10 p.m. Simple math, but most people ignore it and wonder why waking up early feels impossible. Now, second, you need to put the phone down at least 1 hour before bed. If you're going to sleep at 9, the phone goes down at 8 p.m. No scrolling, no texting, no news, nothing. The blue light from screens suppresses your melatonin, the hormone that signals to your brain it's time to go to bed, and mentally stimulates you right when your brain needs to shut off. So put it face down across the room if you have to. So third, and this one surprises people, watch your caffeine intake the day before. According to Systematic Review, published in Sleep Medicine Reviews, a standard cup of coffee should ideally be consumed at least 8 to 9 hours before bedtime to avoid cutting into your total sleep time. And the half-life of caffeine in healthy adults ranges anywhere from 2 to 10 hours, depending on your genetics. So if you're going to bed by 9 p.m., drinking coffee at 3 p.m., there's a real chance it's still affecting your sleep quality. So me personally, I cut caffeine off at 11 a.m. the latest. That gives my body plenty of time to clear it before I go to sleep. Find your cutoff and stick to it. So step two, move the alarm clock across the room. This one is old advice, I know, but it works. And a lot of people fail to do it. Do not keep your phone or alarm clock on your nightstand. Put it on the other side of the room, far enough that you physically have to get out of bed to turn it off. Here's why this matters. The snooze button is a willpower battle, and willpower at 5 a.m. is at its absolute lowest. If the alarm is within arm's reach, you will hit the snooze. It's not a discipline problem. It's just how the brain works. Remove the option entirely. Force yourself out of bed and across the room, and half the battle is already won. So step three, get out of your pajamas immediately. The moment you turn off that alarm, do not get back into bed. Do not sit on the edge of the bed for just a second. You know where that goes. Instead, the night before, lay out your clothes for the next day right next to where your alarm clock is. Gym clothes, work clothes, whatever it is, just not your pajamas. What matters is that the second you're up and across the room, you get out of your pajamas and get dressed. This is a psychological trigger. Pajamas signal to your brain that you're in sleep mode. Clothes signal that the day has started. I know it sounds almost too simple, but changing what you're wearing immediately after getting out of bed is one of the fastest ways to shift your mentality. So step four, have coffee ready to go if you drink coffee. If caffeine is part of your morning, set it up the night before so it's ready the moment you wake up. Use a programmable coffee maker or whatever you can. Whatever your setup is, remove any friction between you and that first cup of coffee. Now, I'm not saying caffeine is mandatory. And if you can hold off on it for the first hour or so, that's actually better for your cortisol response. But we're talking about breaking a habit here. If the promise of a hot cup of coffee waiting for you is what gets your feet on the floor, then use it. You're building the habit first. You can fine tune it later. Now, step 5, do this consistently for 2 to 3 weeks. Here's the part that most people skip. You have to do all of this every single day, including weekends, for at least 2 to 3 weeks, depending on your person. Not 5 days or a week or every other day, every day. Your body runs on a circadian rhythm, an internal clock that regulates when you feel sleepy and when you feel alert. That clock is set by consistency. The moment you sleep in on a Saturday, you've just set your clock back and made Monday morning that much harder. 2 to 3 weeks of consistency is roughly how long it takes for your body to adapt to a new wake time and for the habit to start feeling natural instead of forced. Push through that window and you'll come out the other side a completely different person. Now, step 6, make adjustments once the habit is locked in. Once you've made it through those first few weeks and waking up early starts to feel normal, you can start loosening up the training wheels. You might find you don't need the coffee waiting for you anymore. You might not need to get dressed immediately. Maybe you stretch first, whatever it is, that's fine. The goal of the rigid system in the beginning is to eliminate every possible point of failure while your body is adapting. Once the habit is locked in, you have room to customize. So the long game, you're waking up naturally. If you stick with this long enough, something interesting happens. You stop needing the alarm altogether. I've been doing this for over 20 years now. At this point, I wake up naturally between 4:45 and 5:15 a.m. almost every single morning without an alarm. My body just knows. I haven't set a regular alarm in a long time. That's where this leads if you put in the work. It won't happen overnight. It took years for me to get there, but it is absolutely achievable. And when you get there, waking up early stops being a discipline exercise and just becomes who you are. So just to recap, go to bed early enough. Put the phone down an hour before sleep. Cut caffeine off well before bedtime. Put your alarm across the room, lay your clothes out next to it, and get dressed the second you're up, and have your coffee ready, and do all of it consistently for 2 to 3 weeks. That's the system. It's not complicated, but you have to actually do it. I hope you found this useful. If you want to see exactly what I do with my early morning routine, check out my 5 a.m. morning routine video, linked in the description. And also, please subscribe if you want more content like this, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, thanks for watching.